My goal is to only take no longer than 15 minutes on this breakdown. Just not feeling it at the moment. Uh, a little tired, but I've never heard of this character before this trending story. You pronounce the name Godchaux. Donna Jean Godchaux. You get God in there. Godchaux-MacKay. So two last names. Grateful Dead singer dies at age 78. The only one I've heard of is Jerry Garcia, connected with Grateful Dead. You also have other members: Phil Lesh, Ron McKernan, Bob Weir, and of course on guitar, Jerry Garcia. This band formed in Palo Alto, California in 1965, known for their eclectic style that fused elements of rock, blues, jazz, folk country, bluegrass, and rock and roll. You see right there that this character dies of cancer. I didn't see any details on what kind of cancer, what type of cancer, none of that. She died Sunday at a live hospice. And that's interesting. Grateful Dead died at a live hospice, right? In Nashville. Again, cancer, that's what they say. Godchaux-MacKay and other Grateful Dead members were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in '94.
Donna Jean Godchaux-MacKay, former Grateful Dead singer, has died at 78. Known for her soulful harmonies and dynamic presence, she was part of the band in the 1970s alongside her husband Keith Godchaux. Before joining the Dead, she was a session vocalist for stars like Elvis Presley, leaving behind a lasting legacy in rock history.
Oh boy. So did they say she was in the band with her husband Keith? Damn it. As I'm trying to move along here, Keith, he's a pianist. This is her husband. Damn, look, he's dead too. Look, he died July 23rd. Remember Michael Jordan's dad died July 23rd. Much after this, right? That's interesting because you got God, and some look at, Michael Jordan as a god. This guy's name is Godchaux. Her name's Godchaux. I mean, interesting world we live in, right? God equals 26 like Jordan. Damn. Amazing, right? So I had to do it, okay? Oh, here's dude right here. I had to do it, okay? I had to do it. So that guy's dead. I mean, we want to know how he died, right? It's relevant. Traffic collision. Oh, look, dude died 4 days after his birthday. Look at how he's born in 48, and Michael Jordan's birthday is the 48th day of the year. Do you see how I do this? Dude's dead at age 32. Reverse it, you get 23. MJ equals 23. Put the number 23 on the damn map. You like how I did that? That was on the fly. Okay. Notice how Cancer syncs up with her name, with the language, okay? Cancer 118, Donna Jean Godchaux-MacKay equals 118. Come on, right? I guess she was born Donna Jean Thatcher, though. These are characters. These are characters. Can you believe it? Bill Walton was a huge fan of Grateful Dead. Okay? She dies 3 days before the Bill Walton birthday. Remember, Bill Walton died as well. Come on. She dies 3 days before Bill Walton's birthday. Bill Walton, famously a devoted fan of the Grateful Dead. Come on, man. A passion that earned him the nickname Deadhead and led him to attend over 1,000 of their concerts. You know, legendary basketball player, right? Oh, her name's Donna. Oh, Donna. Wow, you get Don right there in Donald. Don't forget a guy named Bob Trumpy died, football player. So Donna dies like Don. A football player, Bob Trumpy, dies. Trumpy like Trump. Right in front of our face. Truth in plain sight. This is a script. How, why, what, where, when, why, blah, blah, blah. However it's happening, it's a script. Okay? This stuff is not organic. Shout out to Richard West for letting me know about the Bob Trumpy character. I looked at it and I was like, really? Bob Trumpy? Notice how Donald equals 112. Donna Jean Godchaux dies 112. 11th month, second day, 112, 112. She's dead in the year 25 when Trump equals 25. Well, what do you know? She dies 2 months, 11 days after her birthday. That's the 47th prime number. Not only is she born in 47, Trump equals 47. These are facts, my friend. Anybody new to this, these are facts. If you're a bot, just go ahead and talk your junk. If you're showing up here and you're confused, ask questions. Look, 112. Look at it from right to left. 211. You see that? Dead 2 months, 11 days before her birthday. Look at how these trending stories connect by the language, okay? Letters converted into numbers, that's a thing, okay? We're not weirdos over here. This is obviously a code, and we prove it daily. Donna Godchaux-MacKay equals 185 like Donald John Trump. 185 like World Trade Center. That energy has been lingering. You also see the 77 with World Trade Center and her name, and 94. And I want you to note, remember, United States equals 77. And why is World Trade Center energy around? Well, I want you to notice that 94. And, you know, I should have had it right there, but it's not. But I'm going to show you. Look, Dick Cheney just died. He was the vice president during 9/11. World Trade Center, now like the One World Trade Center. So you kind of see a theme here, which is it already happening? Is it about to happen? We've all been manipulated. Dick Cheney. Remember, we had the Kentucky UPS plane crashing. I showed in that video how this stuff is all connected to 9/11. The 84 Dick Cheney dies at. Shout out to Richard West, I think, pointed out a 84 in another video or in my comments. But I did the Antonio Brown attempted murder video. He had 84 on his jersey with the Steelers. And again, shout out to Richard West. I think he said somebody else wore 84. Maybe another the other football player that died recently. I think, and if I'm wrong, I apologize. Wow, that 84 reflects 48. Remember, Keith Godchaux, her husband, was born in 48. And remember Michael Jordan's birthday, the 48th day of the year, God like air. And remember, God and air equal 26. Okay? So amazing stuff. There's that 94. I guess I had it in there twice. World Trade Center equals 94. And even that site of that plane crash, Kind of makes you think of 9/11 as well. Fire, fireball. Go watch the video if you think I'm not right. I'll show you those connections. If you go watch that video, you'll hear it. And you see, I do these videos daily and I show how all of this stuff is connecting rather easily and undeniable. Only like bots will comment to just try to deter like real people away. I mean, at this point, that should only work on like youngsters. You know what I mean? People who think that this is a real world we live in. Okay. But her and the Grateful Dead members were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 94 when World Trade Center equals 94. Remember, Crash equals 49. Okay. And you see these other connections: Grateful Dead 104, UPS Plane 104, trending at the same time. Donald John Trump 220, like Grateful Dead. I heard, did somebody else die in the White House earlier? I haven't really like looked for that story, but I thought I heard someone just died in the White House. Maybe some other character. Don't take my word for it. I thought I heard that just before hitting record here somewhere. Donald equals 50, like politics and Grateful Dead. Look at this stuff connect. And her name is Jean. Jean can be a female version of the name John. Remember, this is Donald John Trump. And, her credits include Elvis Presley's Suspicious Minds. Remember, Fittest Flat Earther. Go watch that YouTube channel. It's amazing. He pointed out how Donald Trump is in some eerie way connected to Elvis Presley. And the Fittest Flat Earther pretty much proves it, that there's something shady going on with those two. So now that I see here, I notice Elvis is connected to Donna Godchaux-MacKay, again, like Donald. Speaking of Donald Trump, I mentioned Jerry Garcia earlier. I've heard of the dude, but we've all heard of Jerry Garcia ice cream, right? That's probably more known. I mean, I don't never listen to the Grateful Dead, but I know Cherry Garcia ice cream. But check this out, because he might look like one of the dudes or both of those dudes, by the way, too. But can you believe Jerry Garcia died 8 days after his birthday in the 8th month? And remember, look, she's born in the 8th month. So she dies 13 days after the death anniversary of Jerry Garcia. Look at that right there. Or that's her birthday. Excuse me. Did I say that wrong? So her birthday, 13 days after the death of Jerry Garcia. Check that out. And her birthday is 21 days after his. Come on, right? So I mentioned he died 8 days after his birthday in the 8th month. Trump equals 88. Come on. This is the UPS story I did from April. I saved it. United Parcel Service. You could see there I connected that to Bill Parcells, right? Because parcels, everything's with the language. Look, he's got the same birthday as her. And notice the UPS founded date 6 days after his birthday. And I'll show you that trending article right there. You see UPS to cut 20,000 jobs. This is how you show the stuff repeat, and you want another connection that's amazing, because Bill Parcells kind of makes me think of Bill Walton, the Deadhead. You see? whose birthday is 3 days after Donna Jean Godchaux, who was in the Grateful Dead. Bill Walton, I think, is low key related to Bill Clinton. They look the same. And that's another president. So another, like a Donald Trump connection, right? Bill Walton, Bill Clinton, and Bill Parcells, in my opinion, all look similar. Okay? So you see how that comes together? And it can't be a coincidence that this story right here was from April. That was from April, and I just got to pull it up and look at how it lands. There's going to be even more connections in there if you try harder. You know what I'm saying? Donald Trump's birthday leaves 200 days in the year. Okay? T's the 20th letter of the alphabet. 20,000 jobs. It's a fake world. She's dead at age 78, again, of cancer. They're not being specific. New York equals 78. The 9/11 connection with Kentucky, the plane crash, UPS. This is what we're doing here. Louisville, Kentucky, founded in 1778, like New York equals 78. She dies at 78. Come on, it's the Grateful Dead. She died at a place called Alive Hospice. Fake world.
Donna Jean Godchaux gone at 78, the voice behind the Grateful Dead's magic and pure Muscle Shoals soul. She wasn't just background, she was the spirit in legendary tunes, from Elvis hits to shaping 70s rock folklore. Cancer took her too soon, but her voice...
Yeah, you know, it may go down in history that she died of cancer. I'm not denying that. Ooh, look, Jerry Garcia died 8-9. Man, he died 1 year after 94. Shout out to Richard West, man. Because remember, you just hit on that 89, the 24th prime number in my comments. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. Man, what video was that on? I just responded back. Was it the... That's what happens when you make a lot of videos. Might have been the Antonio Brown one. Or that Kentucky one. One of them, huh? Might have been the Kentucky one. But yeah, man, amazing. I think I got it right here. Damn it, Richard, I can't find it. But look, Richard's pointing out the 94 right there. Oh, okay. And that's in another video. So you see the 94 hit again. I see you had a 94 world trade in the equal 94. Marshawn Nealand. I think that was the football player. Wow, he wore the 94. Okay, but I think Richard pointed out the 84 somewhere. I may be wrong. It may be that 94 right there. Amazing. So yeah, this stuff is all connected. Look at the thumbnail hit really heavy right there. Look at that thumbnail I made hit extremely heavy. I think you're seeing it. So I probably went over 15 minutes. Where's the damn article? I never pulled up the article? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Is there any kind of update on what kind of cancer? It just says cancer. So let's just like look at the word cancer real quick. 44 like kill. There's that 26 like God. Ooh, there's the 37. Remember, Jordan equals 37. Because her husband Keith and their name is Godchaux. Cancer equals 26 like God, and that's that Air Jordan connection again. You see that right there? Here's the dude right here, and he died in a traffic collision. Remember, crash equals 49. Look at that. He died on this. It's the same day, but many years earlier. James Jordan, Michael's father. Remember, he's born in 48. Jordan's birthday is the 48th day of the year. Dude dies 4 days after his birthday. Let's enter. Look how they put traffic collision right there instead of like car crash. Let's type that in. It doesn't mean it's going to hit. It doesn't mean it's going to hit, but we're just going to check it out. Wow, traffic's got the 45. Jordan came out of retirement wearing 45. Remember? 63. I think Jordan's greatest game ever was against the Celtics. He scored 63 points. Well, there's 126. Remember, Kobe Bryant died 126, January 26th. Even Jerry West died the 12th day of the 6th month. Kobe and basketball related. 3-6. Michael Jordan, almost everything about him is about 33 and 66. And the 63 is the 36 reverse. I'm telling you, there's something to this. There's that 26-1. I just showed you traffic equals 126. And again, 261's that Kobe death date. 26th day of the first month. Look at the 81 right there. Remember, she died of cancer, 118, like 81, and her full name equals 81. What are we doing here? That's everything I entered. Look, I'm seeing, remember, Chicago Bulls equals 112. Donald equals 112. She dies 112. Damn it. You think I was coming on here trying to pull Jordan up? No, I wasn't. You think I was coming on here trying to pull Jordan up? No, even his last season with Washington, 20.6 rebounds, like 26. God equals 26. Jordan equals 26. Come on. Air equals 26. Air Jordan. I know we're at 20 minutes now, maybe more. You know, but I don't know yet. Wow, Jordan was drafted in 84. I sounded all excited there. I know I mentioned 48 and 84 somewhere. God, what are we doing here, man? Damn it. You think I'm sitting here trying to pull up Michael Jordan, Bill Walton? No, I'm not. I'm not, man. I'm not. Okay, I mean, that's like really all I want to do on this one. Jeez, man. Donna, I don't know any Grateful Dead songs. I don't, man. You know what I'm saying? There's the dudes. I mean, look, known for their eclectic style. Look at that over on the right. You get the word Celtic in there. Bill Walton played for the damn Celtics, didn't he? For one of his teams? What are we doing here, man? He's got the 5 on his jersey. Freaking dead on the 5th. Oh, born on the 5th. Excuse me. God damn it. I don't like using that language. Donna Jean Godchaux-MacKay, Grateful Dead singer, dies at 78. Bye.